All right, guys, welcome to World Cup 2026 Extra Time. We are on Instagram, WC Extra Time, YouTube, World Cup 2026 Extra Time, or WC 2026 Extra Time, and Facebook, World Cup 2026 Extra Time, where you're going to see all the videos that we have put up of round one recaps. Got two and a half to talk about here very quickly because we're still in the second half of Uzbekistan, Colombia, which will actually round out the rest of this group, this match day one. We are going to hit the match day two coming up in the next, coming up starting tomorrow. But let's talk about England, Croatia. High level game. This was fun. This was a really good game to watch. Watch pretty much all of it, and England wins 4-2. This game was needed for England. They score. Harry Kane scores on a penalty, a well-deserved penalty shot given in the 12th minute. Does it again in the 42nd minute. But in that first half, Croatia just did match him up, really shot by shot. Martin Baturina scores in the 36th minute, and then Peter Musa, who currently plays in the MLS, scored in the 45 plus 5. But you could see in the game like that the hydration breaks were very huge for Croatia to kind of get themselves really back in contention. That's when they scored all of their goals in the first half. Second half, it didn't really matter because a lot of that team, especially Luka Modric, who did not look good today at all, really looked terrible out there. Kane proved himself to be one of the contenders for that golden boot at the end of everything. Jude Bellingham did everything in this game, including scoring a goal, but was just made all of the right plays out there, was using his speed to score what would be the go-ahead goal. This was an excellent game for England. Defensively, you may not have liked what you saw uh, post hydration break in that first half, but after that, this was just insane work by England, and this was just something that I have no words. England definitely proved that they are worthy of possibly winning this whole thing. They look like a different team under Thomas Tuchel. They look like a team that is ready to attack you at all costs. And why not? They have as good talent as Spain does, as France does, as Argentina does. And that's really the top four teams out there. Croatia did prove themselves really good. I still think they are the second best team in this group. And I would expect them to get 4 points at least out of these next two matches. I will say this. They're gonna have to figure out what to do with Luka Modric. They may not want to start him in the next game, uh, or they might want to just play him a half the next game because he just looked tired in a lot of different ways. But England, you have to be very happy if you're an England fan watching today. Very impressive, and this is the most talented team that they've brought to the World Cup in ages, and that's saying something. The other two teams in that group L is Ghana and Panama. They did not play as exciting of a game. They were pretty very, very close to the vest. Only 19 shots in this game for both teams in total. For reference, England had 22 in the game. But Ghana does get the latest World Cup winning goal so far. Caleb Urinkiri scores in the 95th minute and gets Ghana a much needed 1-0 win. These two teams, I had Panama as my sleeper team. Definitely not looking the part here. The one thing that's going to be interesting to see is Ghana, who does have some issues. Their vice captain Thomas Partey did not able to get into this game because he was denied a visa to travel to Canada for issues that he's had, legal issues that he's had. England and Croatia do look like the two better teams in here, but Ghana, They took advantage of what they needed to do at the very, very end. The hydration breaks got booed by Panama. They've been a little bit of an issue this World Cup. It was raining a drenched downpour in Toronto, so it kind of kept everything close to the vest. Not 100% sure if that's going to make too much of a difference towards the end, but Ghana and Panama played a little bit of a slug, but Ghana gets the win and gets another World Cup victory. Even though they're 72nd ranked in FIFA, they're still always dangerous. Uzbekistan, Colombia, still currently 1-0 currently right now going on in the 56th minute. Colombia had their chances or didn't really have too many chances made early, but really started to kind of knock on the door as the end of the first half, and Daniel Munoz kind of broke that door open with a goal in the 40th minute. So we'll see what happens. Colombia looking good so far, but we'll see how that goes in. All right, so Portugal, Uzbekistan. These are the games, by the way. Group K, Portugal, Uzbekistan is the early game. I believe it's in Houston on Tuesday. So next Tuesday. So Portugal will stay in Houston, and Colombia and the Democratic Republic of Congo will meet also in Mexico. This will be in Guadalajara, though. They're playing in Mexico City tonight. That will be the nightcap. The other two teams is England and Ghana. They're going to play in, I believe, they're in Boston. The Scottish drank Boston dry. England's going to do the same thing. That is the 4 o'clock game this upcoming Tuesday. And then Panama and Croatia are the 7 o'clock game. They will also be playing in Toronto. So once this game is done here, and again, it's still 1-0 in the 58th minute between Uzbekistan and Colombia, we are done with match day one, and we are going to go through the second round of games. So again, World Cup 2026 extra time. We will do a full day recap tomorrow of the 4 games that are being played. The second half of Group A and B, second round, that'll be Czechia, South Africa, Switzerland, Bosnia, Canada, Qatar, and Mexico, South Korea. Join us then. My name is Steve Rabinowitz for World Cup Extra Time.